morning. Thanks for tuning in again. I have some leftover paint from a previous pour, so I decided I'm going to do another painting with that, but this one we are going to actually blow out with the blow dryer. So take a watch. So I already have the blue latex that I mixed a little bit more pouring medium with and water to thin that up a little bit on one side. And then I'm going to pour some of my white base on this side. So it's like a dual. So again, this is also my latex pouring base that I use for my white paintings. And I'm just going to kind of get that into the line there. It's going to get covered so it doesn't have to be exact or anything. And I actually probably have way too much paint on here, so what I'm going to do, because I don't really like to waste paint, I'm going to put some of that back in my bin. So I'm going to pick that up. I don't want to put that back. Now I'm just going to pour some of that back in there. You want to have enough to cover your paints or your canvas. And if I had gotten any color in that, I would never put it back in there, because then one little drop of anything will change your paints. So we're going to do that. Now I'll put it back. So I don't know if you can see that. There are some bubbles in there. Oops, sorry. I'm still getting used to this video thing. I'm not real comfortable with it. I'm sure you can tell. I like to paint, but I don't want to just talk with no reason. Seems a little odd. But we're going to do that anyway. So I have my colors again, and some of them I still have. But what I don't have, I'm just going to make up as I go. So I'm going to just kind of put this in here. One thing I've learned is, you can have oops paintings. Some people call them fails. I just like to say oops. Because really nothing is a fail. Something that may not be pretty to you could be gorgeous to somebody else. I have a couple of those that I was like going to repurpose canvases because I was like, no, do not like this. And I have a couple of people that are like, oh, those are gorgeous. I still haven't put them up on my website because I'm just not sure. But the art is in the eyes. Everybody sees something different, which is kind of cool. Which is actually very cool. So I'm going to need a little bit more of a contrast color. And I have some over here. So I'm going to grab those. So this is my Arteza already pre-mixed. I don't know if you can see that. They're pre-mixed, so it's really nice because if you, like what I just did, didn't really think ahead before I started my video that I needed different colors or more of my colors, you can just grab one of these and do what you want to do with them. I've got quite a bit of paint on there, and I do wish I had some metallic. So another thing is, if you are, if you can at all be organized, I would say be organized, because I am not, and it shows. This is going to be actually probably too thick. Let me just look real quick. Yeah. So I'm going to mix a little bit more just a smidge. So I have my paint and my pouring medium, and you're just gonna mix that. You can do that on the fly. Just other than making you guys wait to see the finished product, which I already told you. I'm one of those people that are really impatient. So it's like, man, have that stuff ready. Because I don't want to watch you mix paint. But you're going to get to do that. So, haha. Thanks for sticking with me if you haven't tuned out yet. Okay, we're almost there. One thing I will say about mixing any paints, even if you kind of mix some of those that are pre-mixed, when you think you have it mixed, mix a little more. Because you never really do. And there's nothing really, I mean, I have some paintings that I love, love, love that have some texture to them. And so it's okay if you do that. So I am not going to add, well, I might add just a little bit more of the white over here, but I used all my blue that I had mixed, so I'm not going to add any on the other side, which might turn out okay because I don't want it too blown, if you will. So we're going to just cover the paint from this side. Just let them sit there for a second. See what happens. What's popping up. See, there's some cells here coming up. A lot more of those will happen once right there too. Oh, that's going to be gorgeous. So as soon as I start blowing that out, I actually kind of like this white negative space over here. So we may just leave that. I don't know what that is. So if you see something in there, just take it out. One of the things you can always do is add a little bit more white if you need that, because I can see like a little bit right there that, which it will kind of self-level. Which is nice, but I always want to make sure I have enough to cover my canvases, because I don't like, that's one reason why I quit using silicone. I was finding that when it would dry, I'd have these dry spots in my canvas. And I don't like that. And then also, if you like the resin look, which I love the resin look, it's really hard to get that silicone out after the pour so that the resin dries completely flat with no divots. And that is not fun to work with. Plus, sanding and everything, you get all that dust, and you have to make sure you wear a mask. So anyway, okay, so we're going to blow this out, and I am thinking that I am not going to blow into the white, because I like the look of that clean white. Maybe a little down here. See those cells popping up there? I really like that look right there. Okay, so sometimes the blow dryer is too powerful. And depending on what you want, oh, look at that lacing up. That's gorgeous. I don't know if you can see that. I'm uncovering some of that that was covered up with the white. Remember what I was saying in the earlier video, that you'll get used to the way you mix your own paints, and you'll know how the paints kind of come back together after you've blown them out, or if you swipe, or use a paintbrush or a utensil of some sort to make anything, your paints will come back in together. So I think I might come back over here and blow that just a little bit. I think the next thing I am getting at the art store, actually probably at Cake Mart, whatever, is one of those that spins. It's like a Lazy Susan. That way I don't have to move around the table. I can just move it to where I want it. That's actually quite pretty. I like I like either a lot of negative space or always at least some negative space. Look at this lacing. It is gorgeous there. So I'm going to try to pop some of these bubbles. I'm not sure that maybe my base might be a little too thick over here on this white. It'll level out a little bit as it dries. See how the blue is coming up in there? And you pop those on the top. Oh, there's some coming through there. You want to move your blowtorch kind of quickly. I mean, you can keep going over it, but just don't leave it in one spot too long. You'll burn your paint. And that's not pretty, because it kind of leaves a skin on it. Oh, but that is going to be gorgeous. So I don't know if you can see how that's bringing up some of these cells in here. That is going to be gorgeous. I really like that. That's pretty. I'm not really one for pastels. I really like dark colors and almost demonic. Sorry, I'm getting used to the video here. Not a good angle. There, maybe that's better. Now, that's really pretty. I'm not sure, but I don't want to mess with something right here. The thing with keeping, if you keep messing with something, sometimes you don't like it. And then you've messed with it. But I'm going to do just a little bit more here. So my head's probably going to be in the way. You'll get to see the back of my hair. Hopefully there's no paint in it. Oh, that's kind of pretty. See, I leaned over. See? Not that paint is any big deal on your skin, but if you lean over and you get any body parts in your paint, you could actually leave like a big smudge. So just want to be careful of that. Oh, see, I love that so much more. Just that little bit kind of made it dance a little bit. So I'm perfectly happy with that now. Look at all those cells that just popped up over there. Those are gorgeous. Okay, thanks for watching. If you like my paintings, let me know in the comments. If there's something you want me to do, or some colors that you'd like me to use, just let me know. And have a good night.